In this rehab center in Hochstadt, there are 65 patients. Half of them are in because of meth.
We have patients from the west of Germany and regions where you won't expect it.
So it's expanding westwards.
Yes, it is like a wave, you know. I'd say it's one of the most dangerous drugs because it's very neurotoxic. You can have fun for 2 years if you've taken it for a long time.
You can ever be the same as you were before.
You won't be the same, never. You always have it in your brain.
Germans have already seen this happening 3 generations ago. It all started back in the 30s when Nazism was at its height. And some scientists realized that there was a formidable new drug, pervitin or methamphetamine, millions of small crystals that, once injected, could fire up the Wehrmacht troops, keeping them awake for days and transforming them into an army of high and fearless soldiers willing to do anything, like Adolf Hitler, who apparently consumed a lot of meth in the last frenzy stages of World War II.
Endorphins into your brain chemically, and it'll make you feel better.
Endorphins are one of the latest fitness buzzwords. Sometimes called a natural painkiller, they're the body's feel-good chemical.
It's a naturally occurring hormone. Endorphins are in the brain, so they are released through a pleasure center.
The more intense the exercise, the better, according to Heather Parker, a fitness trainer at the Wellness Center of Cape Coral.
It could be a fitness class like body combat or Zumba, or it could be weight training, as long as it's somewhat intense exercise.
Endorphins. What are they? What triggers our bodies to produce them? And we're also going to look at a close family member of endorphins called enkephalins. So, let's roll! To start, let me say that the word endorphin is a combination of the words endogenous, which means produced in the body, and the word morphine, which is an opioid or narcotic used to treat moderate to severe pain. Endorphins are opioid peptides produced by the body, and they're often called the body's natural pain relievers. They're thought to be what causes an increased sense of euphoria and well-being. They are believed to be produced by the hypothalamus and pituitary gland during intense exercise, in response to physical pain, during sex, when listening to music, during laughter, and even while eating certain foods like chocolate and spicy stuff. However, endorphins can't pass through the blood-brain barrier, but a different opioid peptide called enkephalins are synthesized in the brain and could be the cause of the euphoria mentioned before. In a recent experiment, runners were given a brain scan before and after a run. Researchers found that there was an increase in opioid release in the runners' brains, and the subjects who reported the largest levels of euphoria showed the highest levels of opioid release in their brain scans. As these enkephalins are released, they attach to target nerve cells that are studded with opioid receptors. They lock into these receptors, changing the surface of the cell. It's believed that this process blocks pain and causes the sense of pleasure. Certain enzymes will then come and remove the enkephalin molecules so the nerve cell can go back to regular work.